Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. They run it again with Cook. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw complete to Shakir. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Second and 5. They'll try the middle with Cook. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Allen from the gun on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. To the 36-yard line, stop there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it first and 10 at their own 42. After the interception, here's Wilson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Von Miller, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That is caught, and he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. That's out to Hill, right side complete. They find some open field here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. Wilson wants a different look. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Again, it's Achane. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. CD, put on your OC cap here. What do you do? 2nd and 1, you get stuffed. Now 3rd and 1.
You know, in the old days, I would have said we're going to line up and we're going to run the same darn play and we're going to get it right. But nowadays, as tough as defenses are, I want some mobility. I want some...
And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for the Dolphins. Devon Achane, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Bills 0.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And that's going to be another good run on first down. This one goes for 14 as he is eating them up here to begin the drive. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Play action. Now it's Allen. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Smoke Monday. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Now Cook running right. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, Cook. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 53 yards on the ground in his first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They go quickly here out to Moore. No gain on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Allen now looks to throw. Steps away to his left. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Cook going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. And that play.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Rondale Moore. from 3 yards out. And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now Wilson changing the play. Right back to Achane on 2nd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Wilson. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. They'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Back deep for Buffalo is Nyheim Hines. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Down the sideline he goes. How about this? He's to the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of this size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Smoke Monday. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen play. A lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. You often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Rasul Douglas picks him. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So after the INT, it's Allen. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime are saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now Wilson on second down. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Wilson on first down. Again, it's Johnson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there and a first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And going deep for Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Bills are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. 56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8. Here's Cook again. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Allen going to try and throw on third down. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in position to dictate to the offense.
Yeah, he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
But these guys got to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Yeah, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's the defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Allen running right on the option. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Allen going to keep it again.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
But it's caught. Tompkins. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. And the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Boy, the run on 1st down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Allen off the play fake. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Allen. Got a man, that's shorter. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And he's got his man out of the slot. Complete. And the Bills are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Cook. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Bass on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now their backs really against the wall now. They knew how tough this would be on the road, AFC title game, and they have gotten all they could handle and then some. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They go play action with Wilson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. So Allen's going to look to throw. Shakir hauls it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base,
and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And they'll indeed take a knee. And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Jackson, first play, going to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Big strides. Look at him go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Hey, look at this Baltimore defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season. But if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Eagles at 9-6 now. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback,
Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Kareem Hunt hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Here's Jackson. Complete. Smith has it. They make a good bit of that yardage back as they're set up in much better shape now for 2nd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Montgomery. Well, Montgomery just unable to twist free as they hit him short of the line to gain. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. That's complete to Dell. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Out from the shadows of their goal line. Here's 1st and 10 from the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Another Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. When you look at this defense, they're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
7-7, our score after one. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Hunt will try going up the middle. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kareem Hunt with career touchdown number 70. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Now it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete.
That open man that time, they end up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 3rd down, Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a toss right side for Hunt. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Forced out to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running backs trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After after the field goal. Here's Elliott to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Here comes third and about a foot. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Fights off the defender and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
13 yards. First down, Ravens.
Jackson now. That's going to be caught by Judy. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Jackson. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And a Raven first down.
Now Jackson. Over the middle, caught by London. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Montgomery back to the ground. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the deep.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Ravens 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost him.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And that's caught inside the 35. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the 3rd quarter on the ground with Hunt, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the 2nd half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On the counter, Hunt, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
3rd and 16.
Throwing is Hurts. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's taken to the 26. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Here's 3rd and 7. They go play action with Jackson. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Still going. They can't stop him.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Hurts throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Hill going to go in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
At the Ravens' 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. A carry here for Hunt. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. Batted at the line, but he still brought it in. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll begin by running the option. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
On 2nd down, Jackson looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll be taken down at the 46. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. To throw is Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
And that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Throwing is Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devontae Smith from 19 yards away. And the Ravens are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the fourth. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Hurts. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, here's Hunt. And he'll find his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
First down, Ravens.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Quick slant here to Smith. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 46 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game.
Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Throw left side. There's London.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And not what you're looking to do on 3rd and 1, completing the pass, but going backward.
I have zero explanation for that because 3rd and 1, you just figure snap, throw, first down, right? Easy play. But end up losing yardage on it. That's hard to account for.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10. And they're on the 17-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run with Hunt,
and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. They'll look to throw.
and that's too tall for his receiver. It's incomplete.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll roll him out right.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of...
That is intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, You better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Baltimore, they continue to show they'll be a tough out in the playoffs.